around the corner. Football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. Harden. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Davis now to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Looking to throw. Farrell. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Farrell. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Farrell. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Over the middle, complete. It's Graves. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Operating from the gun, Farrell. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Diablos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harden. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Farrell. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st down, Farrell firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Diablos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Working with 2nd and 5 now. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he is going to lose yardage here. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Back to throw. Farrell. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Harden, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Throwing is Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Farrell. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw, Farrell. He gets it underneath to Hall. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fisher. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough.
It's not an easy thing for them to do.
Throwing on first down. Farrell.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. Clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Farrell. And he'll find Hall.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Farrell to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Second down at 4.
Looking to throw. Farrell.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off play action. Farrell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down now, Harden, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Farrell. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on 1st down.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
To throw on 2nd down, Farrell.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Over the middle, complete. That's Graves.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Walker is in for a touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now here come the Ravens.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
Ja'Marr Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Farrell.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Mexico City. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now Jackson, and that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Jackson to throw.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
Gets past one man. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Jackson from the shotgun. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Farrell.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
71 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Charles, a new NFL record, 67 yards. There has never been one converted from that distance until this very moment. Unbelievable. Congratulations to him.
And, partner, there's no way you or I woke up today thinking, hey, we might see a 67-yard field goal made, let alone attempted. Congratulations. Great job. And remember, it all starts getting that kick away because often it starts low. Usually that's when it can be tipped. Not in this case, a new NFL record.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
A another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Looking to throw on second down. Farrell. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Looking to throw. Farrell. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Farrell. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Ravens ready to take over. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Up the middle they go. Harden.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Jackson. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Flush to his right.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Tucker's kick is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. Really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the fourth quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, Carter, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.